I don't think he's going to compete next year.
You didn't have to cut me off.
Yo, so I'm back with another video for you guys. This week we're going to be going into the 2023 Mr. Olympia. I'm going to be giving you my opinion, breaking it down, and also telling you who won what categories. If you haven't already, please subscribe down below and hit the bell button. But without any further ado, let's get straight into it. If you haven't seen it and you don't know what the Olympia is basically the most prestigious bodybuilding event in the world, where all the champions and the big dogs come together to decide who is the winner of each class.
Okay, it's happening.
Last year, the winner of the Mr. Olympia was Hadi Choopan, and a lot of people, to be honest, foresaw him taking the throne again. However, this year it was different. So Hadi Choopan was up there. Hadi Choopan actually came second to Derek Lunsford this year, and then third was Samson Dua. And then fourth was Brandon Curry, and then fifth was Andrew Jack. There's a lot of controversy who should have won. So between Hadi and Derek, in my personal opinion, I'm actually going to go with Hadi because of a few reasons. So yeah, he did walk off stage. If you haven't seen that clip, here it is. He basically walked off stage after. He didn't walk off stage straight away, but he didn't want to carry on posing afterwards because he obviously he thought that he deserved the win. Now, if you actually look at Derek Lunsford's, I didn't realise this the first time that I'd watched it, but if you actually look at these shots here, you can see in Derek's lats, there's two bulges on either side. It's sort of in an identical place. Now, there's a lot of skepsis going around saying this is some sort of oil injectable to sort of bring that bulkiness up even more.
You're enjoying yourself.
Because you can clearly see that Derek's lats are protruding out a lot more than Hadi's are in this shot. I don't really know what else it could be, and the fact that apparently when this got brought to light, Derek brought all of the photos down from his Instagram and deleted a lot of the show shots, which is very suspect to me. I'm going to have to give it to Hadi Choopan because he was in very good condition, ultimately dry, and personally I want to give it to him. But in that top 5 lineup, the person that I personally would rate, the physique that I would rate, obviously I give credit to everybody, every category, everybody. However, the person that I really like is Samson, because he's got that small waist, very aesthetically pleasing, hence me being classic physique, but he's still got that mass and that size. So to be honest with you, I think as time goes on, I think you'll actually see Samson coming up the ranks to second and possibly even first. So yeah, that was open category. Now we're going to go on to the 212, which is basically the shorter division, if you like. It means that they're capped at their weight there. And often it is for shorter people, because if they're shorter but they've got that weight and they've got that size, then it's easy to compete in that one. However, still amazing physiques. Last year's winner was Sean Clarida. I bet you've all seen that iconic clip of last year in the 2022 Mr. Olympia where Brian Shaw was giving an award out to Sean, and they was all mocking it, saying, the difference between a strongman and a bodybuilder, where realistically that was completely unrealistic. Like, one, he's in shoes that have a giant platform anyway, although he is massive and he's tall, and then he was giving an award out to possibly one of the shortest athletes on the stage. Like, it was completely unrealistic. But anyway, I digress. This year's champion, which I think is well deserved, is Keon, and his physique was absolutely amazing. I actually follow him on social media and stuff, and I see his physique is very aesthetically pleasing. So he's got that tight waist again, wide shoulders, and it's just a very well put together physique. And then you've got third place. I don't really know these other guys that well in third and fourth and fifth, but yeah, in third you have Angel, fourth you have Kerith, and then fifth you have Ahmed, which again was all very good physiques, but I don't necessarily follow that 212 division that closely. Now, moving on to my favourite category, of course, is classic.
Yeah, boy.
And I think we all would have probably seen and heard and know, but Chris Bumstead took his 5th Olympia. At the top there with the grand prize of £50,000. And it kind of went as to be expected for the top three, similar to it did last year, with Ramon very close in second. And then third place with Urs, who made tremendous improvements again. So yeah, the actual weight cap went up for people that were below Chris's height. So people like Rough Diesel and Breon Ainsley and the other competitors were able to put on a bit more weight. But Chris still took the podium because he's the face and the iconic look of classic physique. Like he said in his interview, he could come in £2 under, £2 more, and he would probably still take the win because his physique is literally seen as the classic physique. Before I go on to that, we had Urs, then we had Breon Ainsley, then we had Terence Ruffin. Terence is my all-time favourite poser, so I think his posing is absolutely on point, and I think he probably gets marked quite highly on his posing phase of the competition. However, they were the top three. So what do I think is going to happen with Chris? If I'm being completely honest, like I want to see him keep on dominating because I absolutely love his physique, and I do think that is what the classic physique should be: very very small waist, wide shoulder ratio, and a very aesthetically pleasing physique. But I don't know if he's going to compete next year. I don't think he's going to compete next year.
You didn't have to cut me off.
Because the pressure is a lot, although he said that this time he was just enjoying it and whatnot. I think the pressure, because he's got like so much going on the outside, like with creating company and everything, I think the pressure is going to be too much, and it's going to be just hard for him to, like he said, he's already admitted that it's hard to keep on chasing when there's no one on top because you're just beating yourself, and that's sometimes harder than being on the bottom like Ramon or Urs or any of the other competitors. I think that over time it kind of is foreseeing how it's going to go. So Ramon will probably take that first podium at some point, and then it will be a sort of Urs and Ramon face-off. As long as Ramon keeps on coming in at peak condition, I think he'll probably hold it over Urs just at the moment because he has slightly more muscle and his muscle belly's rounder at the top. Although when that does happen, the whole dynamic of classic physique is going to change because Chris's waist is noticeably tighter than Ramon, and his conditioning is more noticeably crispier than Ramon. It's going to slightly change the whole dynamic of that, so it's kind of going to be a weird shift, which be honest, I'm not really looking forward to.
Please! No!
Yeah, moving on to men's physique now. So, of course, Ryan Terry brought home the gold prize, and I completely agree with that decision. I don't fault that at all. I do think it was quite close between him and second place, which was Brandon Hendrickson. Brandon's got like really broad wide shoulders and a really aesthetically pleasing physique. However, I think what they're looking for in men's physique, Ryan has definitely hit like that overall package and took that first place well. Then in third, you've got Aaron Banks, which again, amazing physique, but just slightly less crispier in my opinion. And then fourth, Emmanuel Hunter. And fifth, Diego Montrenengo. Diego Montrenengo. Oh, I can't say it. But anyway, all amazing physiques, as you can see. So yeah, well done to all the competitors in that 2023 Mr. Olympia lineup. Wicked physiques. Can't wait for 2024, as always. And yeah, if you haven't seen my last videos, maybe you're interested, I don't know. I've been doing a couple more Marines-related videos, and my last one was the press-up one. So if you want to watch that, that'll be up there. But until next time, let's make some gains. Boom.